Good day, everyone. I will be the oral presenter of our research paper entitled Exposure Assessment of Traffic Aids and Street Sweepers of Taganito Mining Corporation to Noise Pollution. By the way, I'm Janie Lorejo and my co-authored are Fijo, Quenny, Nogalo, Maryjane, Plaza, Rica, Faye, and Odtojan, Medielyn M. So, noise pollution and its impacts on human health and welfare has been recently recognized as critical and essential topic, a number one problem for environment in countries that are rapidly growing and expanding. So scientists and industry participants all over the world, including the World Health Organization, encourage to research its levels and negative impacts. So the latest reports of United Nations Environment Programs has ranked various cities in terms of noise pollution, and Manila City in the Philippines, which is my country, is ranked 12th among 15 countries in the world as most noise polluted. So noise typically produced within many industrial facilities. It also comes in highway, train, and aviation traffic. So in Central of Disease Control estimates that 22 million workers are exposed to potentially damaging noise at work each year. So the 90 decibels exposure can result to high blood pressure, heart disease, sleep difficulties, and stress. So in Ma et al. Study in 2020, 80% of U.S. miners work in an environment where the time surpasses 85 decibels. So 25% of that exposed to 90 decibels or greater. So another is in Mary et al. In 2018 study that scrapers, bulldozers, drills, trucks, and other surface mining equipment are among the most prominent sources of noise-induced hearing loss. So traffic aids and street sweepers are highly exposed to noise levels that put their hearing at rest. Traffic aids and street sweepers in Taganito Mining Corporation find ways to prevent or minimize their exposure. So, the purpose of this research study is to assess and provide awareness to road workers of Taganito Mining Corporation in the exposure to noise pollution. The methods of the study used the descriptive study, a sound meter model UT353 digital noise mini sound level meter detector unit, and the respondents of this study are the traffic aids and street sweepers of Taganito Mining Corporation possession in 1 and 2. The time frame. The researchers followed the NPCC time frame, the National Pollution Control Commission, measured in morning, daytime, evening, and nighttime. So the instrument was positioned within the hearing zone 2 feet diameter surrounding the head of the workers, 1.5 meter from the ground, and 30 centimeters away from the source of noise. So we base it in Land Transportation Office in the Philippines. So the readings taken within 1 hour in every time frame of NPCC for 1 minute interval of every shifts. The collection of data in each station is done in 3 weeks with 1 day during weekdays and 1 day during weekends. So the results of measuring the noise level were compared to DNR Administrative Order number 2098, the mine safety. So the minimum and maximum were taken. Mean exposure levels compared to the Philippines OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Standards, and also Microsoft Excel were used to generate graphs to present sound pressure levels. So in results and discussion, Taganito Mining Corporation, traffic aids, and street sweepers largely is stationed in 2 regions designated as study sites. So heavy equipments discovered such as bulldozer trucks, dump trucks, loaders, water trucks, or etc., as well as public transportation vehicles, so like buses, vans, and motorcycles. So the results of monitoring in Station 1 of traffic aids, look, the graph, the reading surged from daytime to nighttime in 3 weeks of trial for traffic aids in Station 1, which is almost 90 decibels. So this was due to the heavy equipment working that night shift while the ambient environment is quiet this time. Next is the noise received by traffic aids in Station 2 in decibels and 24 hours. So in Station 2, as you can see, in Station 2, it can be noticed that the reading noise level in the morning until daytime shows that the level of noise is less than 80 decibels. So na-receive a high level but not greater than 90 decibels. The researchers found out that the motorcycle or other mobile sources, the public transportation such as buses, motorcycle, ambulances, affected and contributed to the level of noise received by traffic aids in Station 2 during the 3 consecutive week of monitoring. Noise level monitoring results in Station 1 of street sweepers. As shown in the screen, the level of noise from morning to daytime was less than 80 decibels to get a high level of noise that was 88 decibels but not evening and nighttime. So the sources of noise are mostly mobile vehicles, so such as mobile transits. So the second week, so as you can see, the orange line graph had high level of noise reported. So at night, as indicated in the screen. So one factors contributed to this result was the weather, in which strong winds appeared during the time of monitoring. So the level of noise received in decibels by street sweepers in Station 2. So the line graph show high and low frequency in decibels by street sweepers in the screen, as you can see. The 3 weeks monitoring in the street sweepers resulted that the level of noise is within in 85 decibel in morning, daytime, and nighttime, and increase in evening, which is 90 decibels. So in the second week of monitoring, the researchers recorded the highest level of noise among all the 3 weeks of monitoring, that ranges to 80 to 100 decibels. So that's the results. In comparison of monitoring results in Dow 2000 to 98, both weekdays and weekends noise mean exposure of street sweepers are within limits of decibels. So compared from DENR, Department of Administrative Order 2000 to 98, daytime is considered to have the highest level of noise with 75 decibels. So in the study of Sleman et al. In Khartoum locality, the noise exposure levels among traffic police officers range from 74.5 decibels to 86.7 decibels mean. So traffic zones, another study, traffic zones in Bangkok metropolitan region, the noise level measures range from 72.8 decibels to 83 decibels during the time, and 59.5 decibels to 74.5 decibels during nighttime. So the maximum and the minimum aforementioned in international studies were lower than those recorded at Station 1 and 2 of traffic aids in TMC. So, the noise exposure of traffic aids and street sweepers of TMC within 8 hours duration time are within permissible limit based at elevation of mean publicity range with the Dow 2098 standards via the computation every time weighted average. So the time weighted average of street sweepers laps the standard of the OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Standards. The exposure is or above 85 decibels over 8 working hours. So, traffic aids were exposed to high level of noise during day or between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So, as the results of our study, we conclude that the busiest time for the traffic aids is during the day. So, in mining sites, the mean noise exposure level to noise requirement varied by site, shift, and day but stayed within the 90 decibel limit. So that's all. So we are acknowledge the Taganito Mining Corporation. So we the researchers wish to express our sincerest gratitude to Taganito Mining Corporation for allowing us to perform this research. Through them, this study would not have been feasible. So here are the references of the study. So that's all, and thank you.